All right, welcome back, everybody. Jared Bob here. So we are coming at you live during a Bruins game. We haven't done this in a long time.
Scored.
It's been oh shit! Bruins just scored. Look at that. We're good luck charm. The second we go live.
Do we have to podcast for 3 hours now?
Yeah. Everyone that's listening is praying not.
I don't have 3 hours in me.
No, I definitely don't have 3 hours in me. Especially because I want to watch the Bruins game.
I can see.
Jamie, did you catch who scored that?
Yeah, it's like a shitty rebound. Bullshit.
Yeah, it's a garbage goal.
Yeah,
Absolutely disgusting.
yeah.
I truthfully don't even know how it got in.
Who is that? Coyle though.
Looks like our boy Chucky Boyle.
Yeah.
I don't know, honestly, there's like fucking sticks and dicks and everything in the crease just kind of pushing along.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
the puck eventually ends up in the back. It might get called.
I was just gonna say, would they call that back because Coyle was in the crease?
No, because the puck's already there. That's actually going to
okay.
be good.
Okay.
I didn't know if they because what you can't do is push the goalie's pads to move the puck. You have to hit the puck.
Right. Okay.
And it looks like the puck squeaks through.
Yeah. All right. So Bruins up 1-0 as we kick this bitch up.
Tentatively.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's been a while since we did that in the playoffs last year. I think, right? We
Probably a bunch.
podcasted during a Bruins game.
They went all the way to Game 7 and fucking lost. So there
Yeah.
were definitely opportunities.
Because I remember we had it on in the background, and Chris LeBlanc Monster Chris was listening, and he was like, "Dude, that's kind of fucking awesome. Actually, you could hear the game in the background. You guys just flipping out." So.
Did we play it? Did we used to play?
I think we had the volume down super low, but I think you could still hear it. Because then we realized that these microphones still pick it up, even if it's low. So then we just started muting it. So, what was I going to say?
I don't know.
I don't know. The Bruins just threw me off.
Well, actually, I didn't expect them to actually score.
No. Today is big happy birthday to Sean Connery. He's 90 years old today.
James Bond. Really? He's 90?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Still kicking too.
Yeah.
We definitely didn't put him on our death list.
No, we didn't save him.
No.
Or I guess.
But that's a good thing because he won't die next year either. Because all our people, they live this year, but then they die the following year.
That is true.
So, so our death pool is really who's going to die next year.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's 90 years old today, and obviously he's the original James Bond.
I don't think he was overly young when he was James Bond either, and that was in the 60s.
Yeah.
I think the first movie was 61.
Well, that would be, how long ago was that? 60 years ago? He was 30. In his 30s.
Yeah, I guess he probably was about 29.
Yeah, I mean, if it came out
61.
in 61, they probably shot it in 59 or 60. I don't know how long the turnaround for movies was back then. It's about a year now. It's probably that or longer back then.
You're saying they filmed it in 1952?
Yeah. Well, that was one of the things.
No, honestly, I think it was still a year because they were churning them out every year.
Oh, okay,
For a while.
sense.
Or every other year.
Well, that was the thing with the Wizard of Oz, wasn't it? Like, it took so long to make that the second half of the movie's in color. Because they, like...
Was that why?
They got color. Like, they got color fucking cameras or something. Like, I thought that was the reason why. I could be making that up. I could be totally wrong.
I don't know. I mean, if you actually, look into all the details of that movie...
It's actually wicked fucked up. They
Tampa
just
just scored.
Christ.
No, it's fascinating all the things that went into that movie. It's so fucking old that it was a complete shit show.
Yeah. Doesn't it have like some weird curse on it too? Like, didn't
there's a lot of
die?
stuff. Like, someone definitely died.
Yeah.
On set. Allegedly,
one of the Munchkins hung himself in the movie. Yeah.
And allegedly, you can see it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Judy Garland was a fucking mess.
Oh yeah.
Judy Garland? Is that
Yep.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, Judy Garland. Didn't one of the guys in that movie too die of an overdose or something?
I'm not sure, but I think one of the original, I don't know if it was the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, or the Lion, the Lion King, whatever.
The Lion Man.
Yeah, the Lion Man, Little Lion Man. I don't know. I feel like the original of one of them died. Like the original Tin Man.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't know. But so that kind of brings me to I couldn't remember if we'd done this or not. Have we ever ranked the James Bondses?
I don't know. We may have.
Well, how many James Bondses have there been? 7?
What? Oh, the actors,
The
not
actors.
the movies.
Yeah.
Connery, Lazenby, Moore. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
T-Dog.
Yep.
Pierce Brosnan.
Yep.
And Daniel Craig.
So 6.
6.
Yeah. Do you want to rank all 6, or do you want to just do the top 3 or the top 5?
Connery, Craig. I guess. Fucking Pierce Brosnan has GoldenEye.
Yeah.
But his other 3 movies are not good.
No.
But what does Moore have? What has Roger Moore done for me? I'm trying to think.
Moonraker.
See,
The worst fucking James Bond ever.
Well, Octopussy's pretty bad too.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever the one was with
A View to a Kill.
Madonna.
A View to a Kill is terrible.
What was the Pierce Brosnan one with Madonna and like the diamonds thing? That one was pretty bad. Was that his last one? Pierce Brosnan's last one?
Die Another Day sucks. Pierce Brosnan's 3rd for me because Roger Moore made A View to a Kill, and that movie is fucking god awful. That movie sucks. You know what? Because that movie's so bad, Lazenby's 4th for me.
Roger Moore just keeps tumbling down the fucking...
He's just like falling down the draft board. He's pulling a full Aaron Rodgers right now. Moore 5th, T-Dog 6th.
Yeah, because Dalton was not good either, right?
He only did 2.
Yeah.
Um,
Who was... Lazenby was the one that had...
he only had 1.
But he was the one that had the James Bond that wasn't part of whatever IGN.
No, he did.
Whatever.
He did.
Who was the guy that did the one...
So
Because Connery did another one.
Yeah, okay. So the way it went was Connery did the first 5.
Yeah.
And then allegedly he wasn't coming back.
Mm-hmm.
Lazenby did the 6th. Then they brought Connery back for the 7th.
Okay. But then there are some... What's the name of the company? Is it IGN or IN?
Eon.
Eon. Eon. Because there's 2 movies that aren't part of that.
Okay, so one is Casino Royale. That came out in the 60s.
And didn't Sean Connery do...
He did Never Say Never Again.
Okay, because I know he did one of the ones that wasn't Eon.
And that came out in the 80s.
Okay. It's in the 80s. Well, so he was like fucking 60.
He was old. He was old. But Roger Moore was older than him, and he was still doing movies.
Yeah, no, that's true. I feel like Pierce Brosnan wasn't that young when he did James
I don't
Bond.
think any of them were all that young.
The youngest one might have been Daniel Craig.
Yeah, maybe T-Dog. I don't know how old he is.
Because I don't know how old...
He's so irrelevant.
I don't know how old Daniel Craig is now.
Yeah, the thing with Dalton, he did... Oh, dude, they waved off that Tampa goal.
Yeah.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Offsides.
They call
It was a replay.
Offsides on the replay. That's sick.
Worst rule in sports.
Yeah, well, Daniel Craig is 52 right now. So when he started James Bond, he
It was
was
06 when he started.
So it's 14 years ago.
What'd
He
you
was
say?
39? 14 years ago?
38. You
38,
said he was
yeah.
52?
He's 52 right now.
So he was
yeah.
38 when he started.
So he might be the youngest James Bond, like when he started, obviously, but
Well, probably not, because if Connery started when he was in his 20s.
oh yeah,
But he ended,
right. No, that's fair.
so. Yeah, Connery, I might be crushing Roger Moore. Okay, so my thing with Roger Moore is 3 of the worst movies he did. Like a view to like if I did like a bottom 5 movies, A View to a Kill is probably dead ass last.
Yep.
Die Another Day is there. That's Pierce Brosnan.
Yep.
One of the Dalton movies is down there. I forget which one.
Okay.
One of them's okay.
Yeah.
I think The Living Daylights might be okay. License to Kill, I think, sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Octopussy, that'd be 4. And then, I guess Moonraker's probably better than one of the Brosnan movies. Because those two in the middle just did nothing.
Yeah.
They're so fucking forgettable.
Yeah.
Nope. Personally, I hate Diamonds Are Forever with Connery. Because they have these two henchmen, and it's like they call each other like Mr. Kid and Mr. something.
Yeah.
But like that's what they call each other.
Right.
And I'm pretty sure they're banging each other, or at least that's implied. Like they don't show it in the movie, so it's hard to say.
Right.
But I definitely think they're fucking.
Yeah. Well, it's also the 60s, so they're not going to show.
That was probably 1970 or very early 70s.
Yeah.
And I just did not like that movie. It didn't do like really a whole lot of it. Anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be in the bottom for me, but I don't know. Those Brosnan movies just do nothing. But either way, if you're ranking, Roger Moore has 2 or 3 of the worst movies in the franchise, and they are fucking bad.
Yeah.
A View to a Kill fucking sucks. That movie is god awful.
Yeah.
It actually fucking made me mad that I watched it. Remember during quarantine I went through every single movie?
Yeah.
It made me fucking mad.
Yeah.
That I watched that movie. It was fucking god awful. It sucks. That movie blows.
So I will. I got to give it to you because you are much more of a James Bond guy than I am.
Yeah, but I'm also very unreasonable. So.
I'd never seen the older James Bonds until this quarantine when we watched all of them, and so seeing it for the first time now in 2020, like they all suck.
It's hard because they are old.
Right, but they suck because they're old. But like it's not whatever. Like it's what it is. So for me, like I said, my opinion probably doesn't hold as much weight. But for me, I put Pierce Brosnan #1 purely for the fact that when we were kids,
You put Pierce Brosnan over Daniel Craig?
he's my James Bond. Like
Not my James Bond. Hashtag not my James
Hashtag
Bond.
not my James Bond. But so I looked it up when I said wow earlier. Pierce Brosnan's 67 years old.
No, so I mean I know they're your rankings, and I'm just gonna rip them apart real quick because they suck.
Oh, I only put out one.
Which movies do you enjoy better, Craig's or Brosnan's?
No, I know, but I'm going off of like sentimental, like it's
Oh,
purely sentimental.
boo.
This is my opinion.
Yeah, and your opinion's fucking wrong.
Yeah,
but-
of course, it always is.
Yeah.
So
I just thought you would use your head for a second
no,
and say who made better movies.
have you met me?
Who made better movies? Nah, I'm not gonna do my rankings off that.
Daniel Craig definitely has better movies.
That's what I mean. That's why I figured he would be your one.
But yeah, well then it gets really hard for me for #2.
Also, Pierce Brosnan only has one good movie, and it was very good.
Yeah, no, I know.
Good one.
Arguably one of the best.
And it's hard for #2? Jesus Christ.
Well, because I don't know, because I want to go. Like, part of me wants to say Sean Connery because he's the original, but I fucking love Daniel Craig.
But if you're going off sentiment, you like.
No, I just went off sentiment for the first one because
Oh my lord.
Pierce Brosnan is my James
I don't
Bond.
know why I'm asking for some kind of consistency. in
Yeah,
this
come on,
ranking.
let's be real.
Like, I could have.
These are completely subjective.
I could have
rankings.
sworn you were gonna go Craig Brosnan, and then the rest of it was gonna be whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I could go Craig Brosnan.
But you're not, so you're going Brosnan, and then you don't know about 2.
If I'm going on purely like who made the best movies, it's Craig. For me, it's Craig,
it's just-
Brosnan,
See,
Connery.
I thought this was who's your favorite James Bond?
And then after, well, my favorite James Bond is Pierce Brosnan because
It's not Daniel Craig?
No, because I was a kid when I was a child and when I was very impressionable.
But we're doing these rankings when you're 28.
Okay. Fine, fuck it. I'll go Daniel Craig.
Well, I mean, they're your rankings. I mean, don't let me rank. Don't let me do your rankings.
But either way, Pierce Brosnan, Daniel Craig, they're 1 and 2. Put them however.
Okay, I'm good with that because. But when you said, "Oh, I don't know about #2," I'm like, I know for a fact that your grouping of movies, Daniel Craig are your favorites.
Absolutely, without a doubt.
Now, if Brosnan's your favorite Bond, fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. Disagree, but. Did I give him ahead of Roger Moore? I did.
You did. You
That's
put him
so
3.
That's so bad. I just absolutely crushed Roger Moore. You know what? Maybe T-Dot was better than him.
Fuck it, Roger Moore's 6.
T-Dot never dressed up as a fucking clown. Well, acting like a clown.
Yeah, I'm a clown.
I'm a fucking clown.
Honk honk.
Yeah.
So yeah, Brosnan, Craig, Connery, and then honestly after that it doesn't matter because I haven't seen like any of those guys really until this year, and when I did watch them, I was like, yeah, these aren't that good.
Yeah, the Lazenby one is not bad. It really isn't. People don't like him because he only did one.
Yeah.
The movie itself is fine. It's really not bad.
Yeah.
I thought he handled it well, and
he's also the only Australian.
I think so. And the big thing with him though, and I didn't mind it because at the time he was the second Bond. He does break the fourth wall.
Yeah.
So,
which I mean back then wasn't a big thing, but like now, like that's cool.
Also,
like that's Deadpool.
He broke the fourth wall, but he broke the fourth wall for like a second.
Yeah.
All he said, I forget what the situation was, but he goes, "Well, this never happened to the other fella," and then like went on with his thing. But
that's a pretty good line.
Yeah.
I'll give him number 4 for me, just based off of that line. George Lazenby's my number 4. And then I'll go T. Dalton 5 and Roger Moore 6.
We just absolutely annihilated Nico. If Nikos won't be listening to this, but if he was, he'd be flipping out. He loves Roger Moore. I fucking hate Roger Moore's movies. They fell so fucking flat.
Yeah. But yeah, because that's like I said, like that's Deadpool. Like it's all fourth wall breaks.
Again,
and like
dude,
some of these,
only
not a lot, but some of the new Marvel movies are like that too.
Yeah, but I thought Lazenby was fine. He didn't get another movie, whatever. I don't know if you can hold that against him. Yeah. But yeah, Roger Moore pisses me off. His movies fell so fucking flat. Like, I think he did 7. Octopussy, Moonraker, A View to a Kill are all shit. They fucking suck. The Man with the Golden Gun, nothing happens. Right. Like, really, if you think about that plot, nothing happens. It's a guy with a third nipple and tattoo from fucking whatever, Adventure Island, Love Boat, I don't know what the fuck, the little midget. Yeah. And then, like, Bond rolls up on his, like, private island and that's it. Eventually he shoots him. Yeah. End movie. That's all that happens. Yeah. He did Live and Let Die, which I like.
That's a great intro song.
It probably has the best.
I'd say it's probably the best intro song.
It's probably the best song. Yeah.
Paul McCartney? Or is it the Beatles?
I think it's Wings.
Oh, Wings?
Wings.
Ah.
Nobody sings that song. Yeah, I think it was Paul McCartney and Wings. Yeah. He also did The Spy Who Loved Me. That's good. He did. What was his first one? Oh, Live and Let Die might have been his first one. How many did I just name? Did I just name 6?
I think that was 6, yeah.
Maybe he only did 6.
Yeah.
I feel like he did 7.
Because I think after this one that comes out in maybe November? I don't know, maybe not, so not in November.
It's supposed to be November. I think the movie's already done. It was supposed to come out in May, but then there's been some fucking pandemic or some shit going on.
Yeah, but I think this next one will put Craig at the most.
He'll have 6?
Yeah.
So Connery definitely did 6. I fucking really feel like Roger Moore did 7.
Let's find out.
He did Live and Let Die, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, The Man with the Golden Gun, Octopussy, A View to a Kill. Fuck me.
Alright, here we go. Roger Moore. In chronological order. Live and Let Die, Man with the Golden Gun, The Spy Who Loved Me, Moonraker, For Your Eyes Only, Octopussy, and A View to a Kill.
For Your Eyes Only. Also, incredibly forgettable movie.
So that is 7.
Okay, so The Spy Who Loved Me is pretty good, and I like Live and Let Die. Other than that, those movies, they are not great.
Oh no, Daniel Craig this will only be his 5th movie.
He did Casino Royale, Quantum. Oh, that's right.
Skyfall, Spectre, and then No Time to Die.
Yeah, this will only be his 5th, but it just took like 40 years.
Yeah.
It's like Rick and Morty seasons.
Yeah, he might be the longest tenured, like, in real life James Bond, but...
Yeah, I mean, we're on 14 years now.
Yeah.
5 movies, 14 years.
5 movies, 14 years, Morty. That takes us 99 seasons.
They might have the Szechuan sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, because even Connery doing the 5, skipping 6, and coming back for 7, that was 9 years.
Yeah, sure was.
From 1962 to 1971. That was 9 years.
And it contained some of the best movies.
And then Roger Moore, with 7 movies, was done in 8 years. So Daniel Craig is for certain the longest tenured James Bond, but he does not have the most movies. He's got the 3rd most movies behind Roger Moore and Sean Connery.
Yep.
Huh. Yeah, that is some Rick and Morty shit. So.
Dude, theoretically, that he should have had his 5th movie done in 2016. Theoretically.
Yeah. Yeah. He should be on.
Because it should be every other year.
Yeah, he should be on his 7th or 8th movie at this
No,
point.
well, he'd be done, but
Yeah, but
he's wanted out for a while.
yeah, he didn't want to do this one.
I don't even think
It's
he wanted to
kinda-
do the last one.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Skyfall would have been a great one to end on. That was probably his best movie.
That was probably his best. I didn't mind Spectre, though.
Yeah, no, Spectre was good.
Quantum was awful.
Quantum was terrible.
That movie does not need to exist.
No. Casino Royale was good. So
Yeah, actually, Casino Royale might be his best.
yeah. Literally, I think I said this to you before. The only, and it's almost completely inconsequential, but the only purpose that Quantum of Solace serves is it introduces Mr. White, who then comes back.
Mr.
Yeah.
White was introduced in the end of Casino Royale. He shoots him in the leg.
Oh, really? That's when it was?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Quantum of Solace.
No,
Didn't he have a bigger role in Quantum of Solace?
Yeah,
though?
like you actually met the character.
Yeah.
But that's the thing with Mr. White is he became inconsequential.
Right, but that's what I mean. Is like if anyone was going to try and make the argument as to why Quantum of Solace exists, that's probably the only thing.
I mean, if I explain the plot, then he seems more important. But
Right.
in the movies,
Right,
there's really not much.
right. Yeah.
I mean, be it so. Mr. White's death led him to his daughter, who led him to the tracking thing in American that then helped them find
Right.
Blofeld, but you easily could have wrote that in.
Yeah.
You didn't need Quantum of Solace to exist to then use that storyline.
I also didn't realize that that was that them writing Blofeld as his brother was completely like.
They almost stole it from Austin Powers.
It was yeah, I know. They kind of did. They kind of riffed from the movie that riffed on them originally.
Yes.
Because that wasn't part of like the original James Bond like anthology.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
But it was in Austin
Shout out
Powers.
to Finn. Shout out to Finn. He's the one that told me that.
No, yeah, no, they were never brothers.
Yeah.
But Austin Powers and Dr. Evil are brothers.
Right.
Because of an accident. No, he was opposite though. Dr. Evil was adopted by Nigel Powers.
Yeah.
The son of a Bavarian whore who had webbed feet.
Yeah.
And his father used to accuse Chestnuts of being lazy and made outlandish claims like he invented the question mark. Yeah, they stole it from that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of funny if you think about it. So, that's happy birthday, Sean Connery.
Wow, that was a long.
Yeah. Well, this other thing we got is Kim Jong Un might be dead for like the 3rd time this year.
No, he's not. I'm not entertaining this shit.
Do you remember the
Show me the body.
whatever it was, the first or the second time that they claimed he was dead? It was just a ruse for him to like find out who in his cabinet wasn't actually loyal to him.
Yeah.
And then he like killed them.
Yeah.
Or like arrested them or whatever.
Of course he did.
So it's just one of those things. But again, a bunch of places are reporting it, but a bunch of places
me the body.
reported it last time. They said he's in a coma. His sister's ready to take control.
Oh, I hear his sister's worse than he is.
Yeah. Well, and he is worse than his father is. It's like, was he though? Really? Because he at least had fucking meetings with the president of the U.S.
Met with Dennis Rodman.
His father didn't. Yeah, and he was friends with Dennis Rodman, of all fucking people.
But of all people, is there anyone else he was more likely to be friends with?
No.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
I wonder, like, who his sister would be friends with. Like, some random fucking, like...
Probably Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of, like,
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, that'd be a good one, Miley Cyrus.
Did you hear her thing that came out? She was like, oh, I waited to have sex, whatever, until I was like, she was like, I waited it all the way until I was 16, and that man turned out to be my husband, for like a minute or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
And I'm just like, thinking in my head, I'm like, all the way until 16? It's not like old.
Yeah, like what? What are you even saying?
How long were you thinking about that? Since you were, what, 11?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Yeah. That is kind of fucking weird. But I know I didn't hear that. She's fucking psycho.
Yeah.
She's fucking tapped.
I don't know. I just saw it like one day on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
Just
Not
being all that.
That is a very Miley Cyrus thing, though. Too.
Yeah, she's still like off her rocker. I don't even know.
I would
Does she
imagine
make
so.
music?
I would imagine so.
I don't know.
She was like this generation's Britney Spears, who I guess Britney is like still really fucked up.
Yeah, I saw they were playing some of her set from Vegas because I think she just has a residency there now.
Yeah.
It's like Vince Gill.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think she knows the words to her own song.
Right. There was like this was during quarantine, but there was some fucked up shit like with her that she like posted some random video. And then, like, someone commented on
I think
the
that
thing.
one actually counts. Tampa goal.
Fuck you. Someone, like, commented or wrote something or made an article, and it was like, Brittany, like, if you read this, like, in your next video, if you need help or you don't feel safe, wear a pink shirt.
Fucking
And, like, in her next video, she wore a pink shirt.
Bobby.
And it was like a really weird thing that went on during quarantine, and, like, everyone was talking about Britney Spears and how they had to save her, and then, I don't know, so... We probably started yelling at each other for wearing masks or not wearing masks again or something like that.
Yeah, someone probably killed my grandmother.
Yeah. So, in other, I guess, uneventful and let down news, did you hear about the asteroid that's going to hit the Earth?
I thought it only had like a 0.4% chance.
No. There's an asteroid that is going to come in contact with Earth on November 2nd. That is the day before the election.
Okay, then you sent that to me, and then I guess I misread it.
Well, no. Here's the caveat. This is the letdown part. The asteroid that is going to hit the Earth on November 2nd, it's about 6.5 feet in diameter. It's not even going to reach the surface. It's probably going to burn up in the atmosphere. So like everyone that's going around being like, oh, we're gonna get hit by an asteroid, and then
no, we're not that fucking lucky.
Right, and then people like me, they're like, yeah, bring on the asteroid. We're finally gonna get fucking hit, and perfect. It's the day before the election. That's amazing. And then I actually look at it, and I'm like, yeah, it's about 6.5 feet long. So it's probably not gonna make it through the atmosphere. It's probably just gonna burn up.
This year is just all missed opportunities.
Talk about a massive fucking letdown.
Just the year of fucking missed chances.
Yep. It's asteroid 2018 VP1 is very small, approximately 6.5 feet, poses no threat to Earth. So
Such a bummer.
yeah.
Such a fucking bummer.
Yep. So that sucks dick. I saw that too. Alright. I guess kind of as much as I don't necessarily really want to get into it. Have you seen that stuff about the shit going on in Wisconsin?
I saw one video, no sound. I truthfully don't. I didn't end up watching the whole video because I think it fucking fucked up on me.
Yeah.
But no, I completely missed it yesterday and today between work and I feel like I did something. Oh, I went golfing yesterday. Yeah, so I completely missed all of it.
Yeah. So I watched the video and I watched the sound, and upon initial viewing, I was like, yeesh. Like, that is not good. There's 7 shots. So, I mean, I don't think I have to explain this to anybody that's watching and listening, but just in case, this guy, Jacob Blake, was being arrested or in the process of getting arrested, whatever, because there was a domestic violence call to the police, so the police showed up. I'm assuming also the other part of it was the cops weren't wearing body cams, obviously, so one of the neighbors got it on video camera, so that's the one that's been circulating around. So I don't really know, no one really knows what happened before the camera started rolling, but once the point of the camera starts rolling, it appears like Blake comes around his car away from the cops, and the cops have weapons drawn on him, and then he goes, so he's on the passenger side of his car, walks around the front of his car, goes to his driver's side door, opens it up, and leans into the car to, like, reaching for something, and then as he leans into the car, he gets shot 7 times in the back. Now, the very first time I watched that, I was like, holy shit, that's wicked fucked up. You definitely don't need to shoot the guy 7 fucking times, which is true.
And in the back.
And in the back. I feel like there's definitely a better way to go about that. Now, they tried to tase him and it didn't work, so who knows. The other thing, like, people's immediate reaction is, well, you don't know what kind of drugs he's on. It's like, well, I feel like one time I heard something that tasers are actually not as effective as most people think. Like, if those prongs don't get all the way in, like, the electric current isn't going to work. So, like, there is a slight probability that if you get shot with a taser, like, you're either not going to get tased or you're not going to get the full 10,000 volts.
Yeah.
So, that whole thing is kind of stupid, where people are like, well, you don't know what kind of drugs he's on. It's like, yeah, okay. And now, maybe Sexy Chris will hear this and let me know that he might know the exact percentage, like, yeah, tasers are effective 89.6% of the time. You know what I mean? He if anyone were to know that, he would.
Yep, well, welcome to the 10.4.
Yeah. So, could he have been on drugs? Yeah, sure. But to immediately assume that and then it wasn't faulty equipment, you don't know, whatever. But, so my other thing is, yes, there were 2 cops. They could have tackled him to the ground. Regardless. Drugs, no drugs, fucking meth, cocaine, whatever.
Shut the car door on him.
Yeah, like, there are other measures that you could have taken to prevent it getting to that point. Like I said, tackle him to the ground. One guy, wrap up his legs, go high-low on him. You're not playing the NFL. You're not going to get a penalty flag. If you bust up his face on the cement, it's better than shooting him in the back a bunch of times. But then the other thing I do is, like, you have to look at it from the view of the cops on the other side, where
Not in 2020, dude.
these guys are trying to arrest him because there was a domestic violence call. They're trying to apprehend him somehow. Taser doesn't work for whatever reason. He's walking away from them, going into his car, reaching for something. Now, cops will say maybe he was reaching for a gun, which maybe he was, but also maybe he wasn't. No one knows. So I understand from that standpoint if someone is trying to avoid being arrested and goes into their car and you can't see what they were reaching for. Because the other thing, someone made a really good point that I heard. He didn't get in the car. Like, he didn't, like, open his door and sit in the driver's seat. He opened his door and reached for something, which, okay, I'll listen to that. That's, again, like, that's a fine argument. So at that point, if you're a cop and you're nervous and it's heat of the moment, maybe you shoot. Do both guys need to end up shooting him 7 times? Probably not. Like I said, you could have tackled him. You could have went high-low. Blow his fucking ACL for all I care. Gator roll him. You know what I mean? Just get him to the ground.
Yeah, just rip him to the ground.
You know, it's better to fight an excessive force police brutality than, you know, shooting someone.
Murder.
Yeah. Well, so then the other thing, too, is
And
they did
I
immediately.
use the word murder, but
he is still alive. He's
still alive?
Yeah, he's in critical condition.
Really?
In the hospital. So this is the other part of it. As soon as they shot him and he went down, they immediately started performing CPR. So they did follow their protocol there.
I thought he was.
No, he's not dead.
So he's in the hospital, critical condition.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
7 times. That's like 50 Cent, right? Didn't he get?
Yeah, 9. I think he got shot 9
times.
I don't know if it was 9 at the same time, or
he has definitely been shot 9 times.
Yeah, yeah. So then I follow this guy on Instagram, which shout out to Sexy Chris, thanks for the recommendation. His name's Mike Glover. He's former military. He puts out a lot of really good stuff on Instagram, and it's very down to earth. It's very like real. He tries to keep mostly politics out of it. You can tell what political side he's on, but he does, for the most part, he does a really good job. So he got a hold of Blake's rap sheet, I guess. I'm blanking on the word that it's actually called. Criminal record, yeah. He's been arrested multiple times before. He served time in jail for shooting a police officer.
Okay.
He had an active warrant for his arrest at the time of the police when they were called to the call. He'd had multiple domestics before. So the other thing, the point that he made was, if you're a cop and you get called to a DV and you're going over and you have, this is the name of the person that you get, and you run the sheet and you see on there that he shot, or I may be stretching it a little bit, he did something to a police, he did some violent act towards a police officer, and put a police officer in the hospital.
Okay.
I feel like it was shot, but I read this yesterday, so I don't know. Maybe a little out of bounds there. But, so if you're a cop and you're responding to this call and you know that the guy that you're about to go arrest because he has an active warrant, that's the other thing too. If you get an active warrant and the cops are coming, there's no way you're not getting arrested.
Yeah, pretty much.
So
how that goes.
So this guy has an open warrant. He has a history of violence against police and people in general. Never mind that, just people in general. And gun crimes, things like that. The cops are going to be a little on edge.
Yep.
So then the other thing too is, I don't really care, and maybe this is me being a little insensitive, but again, I don't care about that either. I don't care how you were raised, what color your skin is, what religion you follow, whether you got a dick or a vagina, or you used to and now you don't, or I don't give a shit. If you are
something in between.
If you are a human being, you don't walk away from the police, especially when they have guns drawn.
Yeah, this is part of the problem though, because some communities, the police haven't earned that reputation.
Yeah, maybe, but
I don't know. See, it's a double-edged sword, because some police some departments in communities and towns, whatever, they definitely haven't earned that reputation. Years of brutality and inequality and all that crap.
Right.
It
certainly does exist.
But, and I truthfully don't know what the right answer is.
Right.
Because ignoring them only makes things worse.
Right.
But listening to them doesn't make it, and taking it doesn't make it right.
Right.
So in some communities, again, not all, and
Right.
actually not most,
Right.
but in some communities,
Right.
it is a problem.
Yeah.
And walking away from the cops, I don't know. Again, it's not going to make anything worse, but were they going to get it anyway?
Right. But you also have to realize, if you have an open warrant
Oh yeah, you're in big trouble.
for your arrest,
Yeah, no, you need to.
don't run away from the cops.
They're gun. I mean, dude, we've seen the shows.
Yeah.
You've seen Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, like, you gotta know that, like, you for sure know you have a criminal record, and you probably know if you have an open warrant for your arrest.
Typically.
Like, don't run from the cops. Like, that doesn't end well. Almost ever.
Yeah.
Unless you're like a high school kid running from the cops because you're drinking in the woods.
Yeah.
Like, that fine, go run really fast. Run faster than the slowest kid that you're with, and you'll be okay.
Exactly.
But like other than that, like don't like there's no need to like run from the cops. It just doesn't end well.
Yeah, especially if you've already been like, if you've already committed something and you actually are currently running from the cops.
Right.
They found you, man.
So this, I mean, Dickie's not here now, but he made a really good point earlier when he was talking about it, and he said, it's funny that you can have, and this is 2020 in a nutshell, that you can have one event happen and have two totally different, non-compliant versions of the event. So like, everyone that is quote-unquote liberal is saying, oh, here we go, another white cop shooting a black man.
Yeah.
This is racism. America sucks. America's the worst place in the world. We need to burn America down. Fuck this place. And then everyone who's quote unquote conservative and on the right is saying, well, this guy...
They had to do it.
They had to do it because they're going to go home to their children and they don't have another option.
Where in reality, did he need to get shot 7 times in the back?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Should
he have
Did he need to be apprehended?
resisted?
Well, it's okay. Should he have gone into the car and started reaching for whatever the fuck he was reaching for?
No.
Because if he wasn't reaching for a weapon, what the fuck was he reaching for? And why?
Right.
Like, we were gonna get a fucking cantaloupe? Like,
Yeah.
what were you gonna get?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it wasn't gonna be a weapon, what were you gonna get?
Right. Right.
And why did you need it at that second?
Right. For a domestic violence call.
And so yeah, did they need to shoot him 7 times? No. Is there a better way to apprehend him? Maybe. I mean, especially given 2020. Because here's the thing: if you're an officer and you are listening, I know obviously Chris is listening.
Yeah.
I know what he thinks.
Yeah.
And he's going to disagree with me, and that's perfectly fine. Because I talked to our other officer friend the other day, and he is fucking nuts about this, about everything that's going on right now.
Right. Right.
So that's fine. Disagree with me, please do. I actually encourage you to, because I know what I'm doing right now. So did he need to be shot? No. Could he have been apprehended some other way? I would like to think so.
Yeah. I would hope so.
I would
Again,
like
I'm
to
not a
think so.
cop. I haven't
But
been trained.
Given 2020, I would be optimistic that there is another way to do it. Like, I don't know, like, again, like, crush him in the door. Like,
Yeah.
if you fucking smoke him with the door, is he gonna be able to pull a gun and shoot? I doubt it.
Yeah.
Not if you hit him hard enough.
Right.
But it doesn't kill him.
Right.
And there were 2 cops. Like, I don't know. I would like to think there was another way. I think it's too short-sighted just to say, nope, had to be shot.
Right.
I think it's a little short-sighted.
Yeah.
Now, ultimately, could you biff him with the door? I don't know, man. Door bounces back. Hey, that's a valid point.
Right. Right.
So could we throw him to the ground? I mean, dude, he's wiry. He's gotten away before. Like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if we go through the whole checklist and the answer is still shoot him, whatever, I'm not a cop. Like,
Right. Right.
and again, it's like, I don't want cops to feel powerless out there.
No.
But, again, like, really, did they need to light him up? I don't know.
I don't think so.
And no
I
one's
would
gonna
like
be
to
able
say
answer.
no.
No one's going to be able to answer that because, depending on what side you're on,
Right.
it's either yes or no.
Right.
No one's going to meet in the middle.
Right.
I don't know. Could you have shot him twice? Would twice have done it?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, I've never been shot. I assume you haven't either.
Nope.
Like, especially if it was a torso shot. I'm pretty sure it fucks you up pretty good.
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet.
So if you bury 2 in him, is he getting out of that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no clue. Like, can you shoot him in the leg? That'll knock him over.
Right. Yeah.
Like, reverse kneecap him?
Blow it out the front of his kneecap.
I have no clue.
Yeah.
I don't know. And it's like, I train a guy who is very, very hard right.
Yeah.
And he's like,
Hard right, Jay.
he's like, well, if you're going to take away police officers' immunity, take it away from nurses and doctors too. They're the ones that are being dishonest about this whole thing that we're going through right now. You want to take away police immunity, take it away from everyone.
Yeah.
Oh boy, here we fucking go.
Here we go.
Here we fucking go. So, that's the thing is, like, again, I'm not like, don't take away complete immunity, but like, feel like there should at least be a hearing or something.
Yeah.
Hey, why'd you guys shoot him in the back 7 times?
Right.
This. Is there another thing you could have done? Well, like whatever.
Right.
All right, here's the result of the case.
Yeah.
I heard it. Here's the result. Here's your punishment. Like, I don't know.
Right. The problem with that though is legally they could go through the whole due process,
And
everything.
then socially, it's
Find out
like
that
public eye.
that the cops, although not socially favorable, were not legally at fault. The world's gonna burn.
It's burning anyway.
You know what I mean? So it's like, we're at the point now that unless people get the result that they want, they're gonna freak out. They're children.
Wait until November 4th.
This is children. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. I really feel like Trump is gonna win.
I feel the same way.
There's been
And a lot, and it's the only way I feel like that is because
I'm still gonna vote for Joe Jorgensen. Continue my fucking libertarian vote.
And again, it's like I'm not gonna vote this year. It's the world's too fucking crazy, and your fucking political parties fucking piss me the fuck off.
Yeah.
Like I fucking hate all of you, and I hate all of our politicians.
Yeah.
So I'm not voting because
Charlie Baker's not up for election, so there's no reason to vote.
even that cocksucker. I don't even think I'm gonna give him the fucking the right side of my ass that I went out to vote against him because he affected my life that much. I decided that he's a fucking cocksucker and I'm good.
Yeah.
I'll just sit here and talk bad about him. But I kind of like, because I think the general consensus is the feeling that Biden's gonna kind of win.
Yeah, and
I don't feel the same way.
I've gotten so we've traveled, we've been around in the last few weeks, and I've been to South Carolina. I've driven from Charleston all the way through Myrtle Beach and in that area. There's a lot of Trump stuff. I haven't seen one Biden thing. We went up to New Hampshire. There's a lot. There's a lot of Trump stuff. Didn't see one Biden thing.
To be fair.
Yeah, to be fair.
You went to South Carolina and New Hampshire. Those are both fucking southern states.
True. Even around here,
I'm not seeing anything.
there's no Biden stuff.
I'm not seeing anything.
We're in arguably,
well,
not arguably, but
no.
100% a top 5 blue state. I was going to say arguably top 3 blue state in the country. Haven't seen a lot of Biden stuff.
You know what though? If you're part of that campaign, why would you bother here?
Yeah.
He's gonna get the vote.
Yeah.
Like,
because I mean, of all the quote unquote blue, I think California's number 1. DC's probably 2.
Washington
and then,
State.
But it's probably between Oregon and Massachusetts for 3. Massachusetts is certainly top 5.
Yeah.
But then after California and DC,
with the Pacific Northwest, right?
In no particular order, it's Washington State, Oregon, and Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Those round out your top 5 bluest parts of the country.
I'm telling you right now, though.
Oh, actually, New York. But yeah, I feel like upstate New York.
I feel like out there though.
Yeah.
I feel like that West Coast.
Yeah.
If Trump wins though, we might lose 2 states in the union. We might lose Oregon, Washington. They may just burn to the fucking ground.
Yeah. I mean,
the cities probably aren't big enough to.
I wouldn't be mad if we lost California. If they just
losing California, they're too soft.
Became their own. Yeah, no, they're way too soft.
I actually can't believe Portland, Oregon. It's happening.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Yeah. And it's funny.
Actually, and I guess it's nothing new, because again, I don't know shit about politics. I guess this happened 2 years ago with ICE, and Portland was a fucking disaster then.
Yeah. So I don't know. Depending on who you ask, people are very definitely in one way or the other, which I think is really funny too. Like no one's like, it's probably gonna be a close race. Like everyone's like, no, Biden's gonna win because there's no other option. Or they're like, I don't know, Trump's probably gonna win because America's America.
No, I think
it's like sitting here from what's that from a 10,000 foot view, looking at it. I kind of think Trump might pull this off.
I'm telling you, and I said this today to someone. I go, Democrats may have fucking fucked this up again.
Yeah.
They may have picked the wrong person.
Oh, for sure.
And someone goes, well, what were the other options? I go, it was going to be a risk, but like, that's the thing. I go, there were plenty of women that could have been the nominee. And it's a risk because they're young, they're women, typically of color or whatever.
I think there's a chance that the Democrats' plan backfires on them in this way that, so what they're trying to do, I don't know, I'm not a political pundit, but from what I'm hearing and from what I'm reading and seeing, it appears as if the Democrats' strategy is to keep Biden under wraps and not let him talk because he's losing his fucking mind. So their thought process is the least amount of speaking engagements that he does, the better it is for us because that's less opportunity for him to fuck up and say something stupid. I think that's going to backfire because as much as we shit on people for being fucking retarded and most people are just plain stupid, they're smart enough to realize why isn't this guy, or question, they're smart enough to question, why haven't we seen anything from this guy?
Yeah.
And the reports are out there already. People, so this is what it is. People aren't smart enough to draw the conclusion on their own where, oh, we haven't seen Joe Biden talk at all, I wonder why. But because the reports are out there that he might have dementia or he's losing his mind, people are smart enough to draw that conclusion.
Yes.
And say, or connect the dots at least, and say, oh, Joe Biden isn't speaking at all these months because he can't. Do I want that person as a president?
I'm telling you right now, man.
And then all those people that then immediately retort back. And again, I hate both sides. I hate Democrats and Republicans.
You all fucking piss me
I
off.
hate Trump and Biden. They're both fucking old, white, fucking misogynistic pricks.
I think we called them old white rapists before.
Yes, old white rapists, yeah. Orps. They're orps. So...
Pick your orb. Spin the wheel of orbs.
Yeah. So then, this is what I was going to say, is the people that immediately could spit back and, well, that's why they have Kamala as the VP, because she can take... Well, if that's your fucking thing, why didn't you nominate her for president then?
People don't like her.
But you're like, that's my response to those people that are like, well, if that's why we have Kamala. It's like, well, why didn't you vote for her for president or primary?
Again, she's
from
from California, right?
Yeah.
So it'll turn out fine because California's going to vote blue anyway.
Right.
But she pissed off a lot of fucking people in California.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She locked up a lot of people for, like,
Weed
and, like, not very big crimes.
Yeah, weed was the big one.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, I mean, it does sort of kind of feel like, I can't really tangibly say why.
Yeah.
It just feels like Trump is gonna win again.
Yeah.
And it's not gonna be good if he does.
I think
Like,
part of it
general
too,
attitude is gonna be poor.
Part of it too is at the end of the day, the average person so I would say the average voter, which is probably between the ages of 35 and 55, that might even be young.
That might be young.
For the average voter, it might be 40 to 60, 45 to 65
I think so.
is the average voter.
A lot of us don't vote, dude.
That's what I mean. So I feel like those people, at the end of the day, are terrified of socialism, and I think they're afraid that voting for the Democrats right now is going to lead to socialism. And like I was going to say, at the end of the day, Americans don't like that. Americans don't like communism, and they don't like socialism.
They don't like fucking lockdowns either.
Right. That's the other thing.
These blues, I think some of these. And
I've talked to a lot of people.
The blue states will be fine, like the real, like California being locked down forever.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's my thing is like California's like, oh, we're gonna lock down forever, and it's like, this will show them.
Yeah.
You were gonna be blue anyway.
Right.
Biden's getting your votes. Just give them to him now.
Right.
Just write them all. Just send them over. Give Texas to fucking Trump. Give
Yeah.
California to fucking Biden. Let's play the game of the 7 states that matter.
Right. Yeah. Give Massachusetts to Biden too while you're at it.
Yeah, it's nothing. There's like fucking 6 people who live here.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's what I was gonna say. I said a lot of people. I've talked to a good number of people from a lot of different walks of life recently. I'd say maybe over the last 3 weeks, and it doesn't matter whether they're liberal, conservative, purple, green party, whatever.
Wigs.
They're the vast majority of people. Like, I'm willing to say 90% of the people that I've had the conversations with are done with the lockdown.
Done with lockdown.
They're done. All they want
Schools.
is for life to go back to normal.
Wait for the schools.
Yeah. So that
A lot of people.
that could play into it a little bit too.
In general,
Whereas-
generally speaking, the Republicans want the kids back in school.
Yeah.
Democrats don't.
Right.
That's not gonna fucking work. Like, you're pissing everybody off.
Right.
And typically it's the fucking Republicans pissing everybody off because it's, pick a stereotype.
Yeah.
Fucking skull spitting, gun waving, fucking Yosemite Sam. Like,
Bible thumping. Fucking.
Typically you're pissing us all off because you're fucking conservative as fuck and you're living in some fucking alternate realm.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, like, with this fucking coronavirus shit?
Yeah. Yeah.
You people are fucking this up.
Yeah.
And the more I fucking listen, the more I'm starting to think it's, not that I need more, but it's like, I'm fucking blaming politics for this.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
And it's been political the whole time.
The entire time.
I know it has. I think the reason it's still going, and like, it's just all fucking political, and I think it's coming from the Democrats, or at least the liberal side.
Yeah. No, I believe that.
And I'm just like,
Definitely.
come on. What the fuck are you people doing?
Yeah.
And AOC saying months ago, oh, we gotta stay in lockdown until the election.
Yeah.
So this isn't about the fucking anyone's health.
Right.
They're not fucking trying to help you. They're not trying to keep you fucking safe.
No.
They're trying to push their fucking agenda. Wake the fuck up, people.
Yeah. Yeah, you wanna be hashtag woke.
And here's the thing.
That's being woke.
And I think the best benefit is I don't fucking follow politics, so I can just look from the outside and I can just look at the facts of the case without being swayed by like either side.
Right. Right.
Whereas like, again, my fucking my hard right guy, he's the one who's like, I like paying taxes, I'll pay my taxes, it's no problem, I'll pay whatever taxes you say, whatever you do, I'll pay my taxes.
Yeah.
They better be going to something though. Don't tell me the kids aren't going back to school. I'm not paying a teacher that's not in school. I'm not fucking paying for this.
Right.
I give you whatever, each kid, he knew how much each kid is valued in his town. Each kid is valued via tax money. He knew exactly the dollar amount.
Yeah.
$7,200, I don't know what the fuck it was. He goes, every year, he goes, I don't have kids, I'll pay my taxes if the kids are gonna be in school. Kids aren't gonna be in school, where's my $7,200 going?
Yeah.
Who's it going to, where's it going? I wanna know.
Yeah.
Alright man, take it easy.
Right. Relax. All right, buddy.
But then you have the other side, it's like, nope, can't go back to school, not safe.
Yeah.
Nope, not safe.
Yeah. Well, we've talked about that before, where I've said I know people that are teachers and that post it's not safe. Whatever they is, it's not. The narrative is it's not safe to go back to school, but then on Friday night they're out at a bar.
Yep.
So, like I said, go back and listen to the tapes. I've said it before. If you want to say it's not safe to go back to school, you have every right to.
Bunker down.
But that means that you should be quarantining in your house. You should. How is it not safe to go back to school, but it's safe for you to go to the bar?
I will say that's the vast minority, but they're the loudest ones.
Right.
Because I work with I actually do work with a lot of teachers or people in the school system.
Yeah.
And they're just like, just let me know what we're doing.
Right.
That's what they're saying. Let me know what we're doing.
Right.
And then one woman's like, oh, you want me to make 30 phone calls asking the kids like a checklist of stuff that says like, well, how do you feel about coming back? And what would you like to see if we come back?
Yeah.
She goes, I teach special ed. I have 28 special ed kids.
Yeah.
She goes, one, you want me to call them on my personal cell phone? No, they can't have my personal number. Give me a cell phone.
Right.
She goes, two, what conversation am I going to have with these kids?
Yeah.
They're special ed. They can't follow this.
Right.
Like, and then when they don't answer, they're going to give me a voicemail. So who's paying me for this?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll give you like a rate. She goes, like a per diem rate, like my rate.
Yeah.
My salary divided by 180. That's what I get a day.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna give you less. You go, no, I'm not under contract right now.
Right. Right.
But it's like, you let me know what we're doing for school, like what the setup is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like when my contract, like, so it's like, there's playing the sides and like that attitude's beautiful.
Right.
That's perfect. 'Cause it's like, well, find out from the students what they'd be happy with.
Yeah. Like, are you
No.
fucking kidding me? We're gonna now ask 5-year-olds to 18-year-olds what they want.
I thought this was about keeping people safe.
Yeah.
Why would we listen to them?
Right.
They're uneducated.
Right. The reason why they're in school is
Just to become educated. They're uneducated.
Yeah.
Why are we gonna fucking care about how they feel?
Right. Right.
Well, what are they gonna feel safe with? It doesn't matter. They don't fucking care.
Right.
You let them go play soccer, they're gonna play soccer.
Right. I'd be willing to bet the majority of kids, and so at least 51% of all kids want to go back to school.
I think they don't want to do the hybrid model.
Yeah.
I don't think they're thrilled about going back to school, but
right. Given the choice, they would rather be there.
They don't want to do the hybrid shit.
Yeah.
They don't want to go online.
Right. Right.
They go to like that's the thing. They go so this is beautiful now. All kids hate school. Every kid hates school.
Yeah.
No one likes school. School sucks. Fuck school. School's bullshit. Then they do however many months of remote, and they're like, remote's so bullshit, we should go back in.
Yeah.
Oh, how the tides have turned, you fucking morons.
There's a proverb. I don't know what it is, but maybe someone listening does, and they're yelling it in the fucking car right now. But it's something along the lines of like, you give people something and they'll complain about it, and then you give them the alternative and they complain about that too. Like what all it is people want to bitch and complain about whatever the status quo is. People just want to push against the status quo. So if the status quo is we have to go to school, kids are like, fuck this, school sucks, like you said. Well, now the status quo is we're not in school. Well, fuck this, I want to be. You know what I mean? It's people.
And then they go back to school and they're gonna be like, man, remember when we were remote and we didn't have to do anything?
Yeah, that was great. We should go back to that. You know, that's what it is. People just want to go against whatever the mainstream thing is.
Do you know how to start a homeschool program?
They're idiots. No.
Because I kind of want to start a homeschool program at the gym.
That'd be pretty sweet.
I'm gonna homeschool these kids and I'm gonna teach them the shit they need to know. AP Physics, not important. How to fill out a check, important.
Yeah, yeah. How to cook dinner, important.
What's a profit and loss sheet? You
Yeah.
might not need to know, but I'll teach you.
Yeah.
What's the very, very basics of the stock market? Very basics. Again, I'm not fucking teaching finance.
Right.
These kids are morons.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, we're gonna find out exactly how important school is.
Yeah.
And for like AP Calc, how important is AP Calc?
Not that important.
Not that important.
Unless you're going into be an engineer or fucking scientist.
I'd be willing to bet you can learn it on the way.
Yeah.
If you really need to know it, you can learn it on the way.
Yeah. And a lot of the high level shit there's computer programs for.
Yeah. But how do you start a business?
That's
How do you open a bank account?
Yeah.
What's a saving plan look like? How do you save money?
Yep.
How do you apply for a job? How do you take a job interview? How do you write a resume?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start a homeschool. Because again, regular school's gonna be exposed for its bullshit. I mean, I don't know how to fucking do it. I don't know what licenses or
Yeah. I got a biology
certifications
license.
or insurance. Biology not important.
Yeah. Health and wellness is though.
Health and wellness is important.
Yeah. So.
Biology, Punnett squares, don't need to know it.
Dude, I fucking love Punnett squares.
Every day of my life, I can recite that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. You know what that info does for me?
Nothing.
Not one thing.
It makes funny memes though.
Oh, how like everyone learned two things in school?
Yeah.
The Pythagorean theorem and that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Yep. That's
That's
it.
it.
That's it.
Maybe sneak in F equals MA, but
Are they still 1-1?
1-1.
Alright. You want to start wrapping this up?
We can wrap this up.
It's that time. What a final thought?
I do. So right now, Phil Mickelson is playing his first Champions Tour event.
Yeah.
And he is absolutely just fucking shit up. Like,
Do they play from like the equivalent to like the white tees?
probably not the whites. I don't know what yardage they play from though.
Yeah.
He is just crushing this place.
Yeah.
And I truthfully, I think for some of these Champions Tour, the cutoff is 50.
I was gonna say I was gonna ask, is it 50 or 55?
It's 50 years old, which Phil just turned 50
Yeah.
in June. My lord, he should not be out there.
Yeah.
Now, some guys only like 2 back, which is good.
Right.
But that other guy must be lighting it up and going, oh, cool, I'm not even close.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's only 3 rounds of Champion Tour events.
Mhm.
And they're playing, I don't even know, they're playing in like the Ozarks right now.
Oh,
Of course,
sick.
it's wide fucking open.
Money laundering.
Of course, hey, that's why Phil's there.
Yeah.
Of course, it's wide fucking open. So there's no reason he shouldn't win. And typically, this is what happens. Whoever their first event, typically they win or they finish second. I think like Stricker went 2-1. Like, you put the 50-year-olds that have just been playing the fucking U.S. Open out there against Bernhard Langer, and it's like, okay.
Yeah, you got guys that can like barely swing the fucking club anymore.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, okay. I guess we'll. Like, Phil still can play. That's the thing.
He also can hit fucking bombs.
And that's the big thing. He can fucking nuke the ball still.
Yeah.
Now, Nikos did inform me that there are no train tracks anywhere nearby, or massive out of bounds or anything, so he can hit it wherever.
Right.
But I guess he was like 6 inches from an ace. Like, he is just ripping this place apart.
Yeah.
And it makes me think, like, first of all, not only should 50-year-old not be out there.
Right.
I don't think there's any chance Tiger Woods plays Champion Tour golf.
I don't think so either.
I don't think there's an amount of money you can pay him.
I don't think obviously I don't know him personally, but I don't think he would look at that as an actual challenge. Like, I feel like he would rather go out and play courses for fun on his own than go out against guys that would be at that time his age and older, but still, like, that's not that I just feel like he wouldn't get up for that.
He's been playing golf a long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
When he's done,
I got to imagine when he's
because the other side of that too is his body. If he's kind of breaking down now at 43, what is his body going to look like when he's 52? Is he going to want to even do that? Like, he might just want to go out and play once or twice a week instead of playing 4 days in a row. And when he gets to play twice a week, he gets to ride a golf cart. You know what I mean? Like, it's
in the twice a week, he might be out with his kids.
Right.
Like,
right. Which apparently his kid is pretty good. Charlie.
Yeah, I mean,
Charlie tore it up on one of the youth tours.
I mean, he'll never be Tiger, but
no.
Let's just get that out there now.
Yeah, it never.
Oh, I hear his son's gonna be better than he is.
Never. Find me one.
Don't say that.
No.
Do not finish.
Because I immediately was gonna say Barry Bonds. It's much better than this
Ken
guy.
Griffey.
Yeah. Outside of baseball, find me one guy.
Brett Hall, maybe. I think he was better than Bobby. Bobby was really good.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But Brett has like 1 million goals.
They both Hall of Fame.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah. Brett Hall is in the Hall of Fame drinking too.
Yes, he is, as displayed by last year.
I can see that.
I just don't see. I don't see Tiger playing.
Yeah.
Phil's out there. He's promoting fucking sunglasses and coffee. Like,
yeah.
He's just a walking billboard, so he can fucking gamble it all away or insider trade it away, like whatever he does.
Right.
I just don't think there's a chance. I think the only reason Tiger's even still playing now is because he didn't catch Jack.
Right.
And I think that's the only reason he's still out there.
Yeah. Where is he on career wins?
He has 82, which is tied with Sam Snead.
Sam Snead, yeah. So he does need one more.
He needs one more, which Sam Snead's number's a joke anyway, but
yeah.
That number sucks. Like,
he played against us.
No, not even, because I think he actually played against some players. But he's got like 5 team events.
Oh.
He's got a bunch of like 18-hole wins.
Yeah.
He has some 36-hole wins.
Oh, okay.
He has some where the field was only like 8 guys. Like, it's all goofy shit like that.
Yeah.
So I think someone did the math and go, well, if you give Tiger the equivalent,
right?
I think he has like 105.
Yeah.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
Because like the Hero World Challenge, that's not technically a real win. It's an 18-person field. Well, Sam Snead went out there in like a 16-person field, like 18-hole events. Like, Tiger won 3 U.S. AMs and 3 U.S. Junior AMs. Like, those don't count either. He wasn't professional, but those are fucking legitimate wins.
Right.
I mean, if you include him for Jack too, I think he won 2. But Sam Snead's number's a joke.
Yeah.
But I think that's the only reason Tiger's still playing. is I think he wants to run down Jack Nicklaus.
Yeah.
And other than that, what else does he have to accomplish?
Nothing. He needs 3 more. He's got 14, right?
I think that was 15.
Okay.
16, 17, 18. 3 to tie, 4 to pass.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Because his best shot is going to be the Masters every year.
Well, U.S. Open's an old... I'm not U.S. Open, motherfucker. The British Open. That is an old man's game.
Yeah.
If he gets it going right, it's not, like...
Yeah.
That's like... Tom Watson almost won that at, like, 62 years old. He went to a playoff. I think he went to a playoff. Or he lost in the 18th hole, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, the Open Championship, the Masters, I mean, I don't know, U.S. Open, like, if they're going to make it difficult, which they're at Winged Foot this year, and whenever it goes to Winged Foot, it's like...
Yeah.
So in 1974, they had the Massacre at Winged Foot. They made the course so fucking hard that I think the winning score was like 8 over. And it was because Johnny Miller the year before shot a 63 in the final round to win.
Yeah.
So they made the Massacre at Winged Foot. They made that course so fucking hard. And then in 2006, I think the winning score was maybe like 4, 5, 6 over, something like that.
Oh, wow.
But that was the whole. So that was the one.
Was that Phil?
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
Jeff Ogilvy was in.
Yeah.
At whatever score. If Monty made a par, he would have won. If Phil made bogey, Phil made par, he would have won. Bogey gets them into a playoff. There's both guys.
Yeah.
They both made double.
Yeah.
Or Monty might have made a triple.
Yeah.
Put it off the hospitality tent.
Yeah.
What a fucking mess.
Yeah.
So I'm actually interested to see Winged Foot this year because I know Shinnecock finished as a plus score. I think +1 won it. But last year at Pebble was nothing too crazy. Erin Hills was nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Even Oakmont was 4 under.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, if it plays like that, an old guy can win by keeping it in play, getting it on the green, not making
trouble.
Mistakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if it's going to be a birdie fest like Erin Hills, then probably not.
Yeah. All right. So my final thought is, so this goes to show you how much of a fucking just retard I am. Is most people can't sleep because they're like, thinking about like the bills they have to pay or like, some fucking a girl or a boy keeps them up, whatever. No, you know why I couldn't sleep last night? I was trying to figure out how many Bud Lights I drank in my entire life. Now let me bring you down the mental thought process as we get here. So I'm going to bed, and I'm like thinking. So last night, me and Amy went to dinner with her sister and her sister's boyfriend, and her sister's boyfriend drinks Miller Lights. And when we got there, he's like, "Hey, you want a beer?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure, fuck, whatever." He comes out with a Miller Light. I'm like, "Oh, alright, it's different." So
You were kind of on the Miller Lite.
Yeah, and I'm like, I kind of like this. I drank 2 Miller Lights like pretty fucking fast, like at a clip that like I used to drink Bud Lights at. Now you put a Bud Light in front of me and I want to puke. So this is my train of thought. I'm laying there and I'm like, oh man, like I really like Miller Lights. Like I might just start drinking those from now on. And then my next thought, which brings me to, did I ruin Bud Lights for myself? So then I start thinking like, I've probably drank so much Bud Light that like, it just has zero appeal. Like I see a Bud Light and I try and drink it and I just can't. Like I just have like that taste aversion to Bud Light now, which then brings me to the thought of how many Bud Lights have I drank in my entire life? Which then I start doing the math and trying to figure it out.
That's an impossible task.
I have come up with the idea. I have drank somewhere in the vicinity of 1,500 Bud Lights.
That's it?
In my
Yeah,
lifetime.
probably way more, dude.
That's it?
So, hear me out. So my thought process behind it too is I've definitely had more than 1,000, but I've most likely had less than 2,500. So I settled on 1,500 because, let's say, I started drinking probably when I was like 14, 15. But 14, freshman year, like you drink whatever someone gives you. So you're drinking like UV Blue and fucking Colt 45.
Bud Heavies and Corona Lights out of someone's basement.
I would say like my sophomore year of high school is actually when we started like drinking. And that's we were drinking Bud Light. So I'm 15 years old. I'm 28 now. So I have 13 years of drinking.
So you think you've only drank 100 a year on average?
I'm taking out 3 of those years for college because when we were in college we didn't drink Bud Lights because it was too expensive. It was $23 for a 30, and like Keystones and all that shit was like $19.99 or like $18. So let's take out 3 years. Let's go 10 years. I got 10 years of drinking. I feel like I've averaged at least 150 Bud Lights a year, which breaks down to be about 12 Bud Lights a month, which, if you know me, I've drank in 12 Bud Lights in like a sitting, and more than that.
Dude, we drank like 30 in a weekend.
Yeah. But that's what I mean. Like, I feel like I'm a little on the conservative side, but then I also don't drink. It's an average. So like, I might drink 50 Bud Lights in a month and then not touch Bud Light for 2 months.
Okay, so let's do this. Guys' weekend, you probably drank 30.
Yeah.
Okay. Memorial Day was here.
Yep.
Probably drank 30.
Yeah.
Because that was multiple days. What else have we had? 4th of July, was that here?
Yep.
That's probably another 15. That's just one day.
Yeah.
12. That's 72 right there.
Right. But then I haven't really had them other than that. Festivus counts as 2019.
I know, but I'm thinking in a year, so we have Festivus, we have Leif Erikson Day.
Yep.
Usually we do the 4th of July here.
Yep.
We did Memorial Day this year.
Yep.
But even last year, we did it at Portland, and you know, you definitely drank 30 then.
Yeah.
If not more.
Because really, the only time at this point I drink Bud Lights is when we're all together. Because I just can't stomach it otherwise.
Or randomly out. Sometimes.
Yeah. Randomly out.
Golf course randomly.
Yeah. That's right. So I'm saying conservatively, probably had at least. So this is at least 1,500 Bud Lights. It's just Bud Lights, not beers.
I'm gonna put this. So I'm gonna actually put this out there. That just doesn't seem like a lot.
I don't know. 1,500 Bud Lights? That's a lot of fucking Bud Lights.
Every Sunday, Vinny would be on that couch drinking 20 to 25.
Yeah. So then maybe
that's 16 weeks.
Maybe I've had more. Maybe I've had like 2,000 Bud Lights.
Yeah, but you don't do that same thing though.
No, but he probably has had 4,000 Bud Lights. If I had two.
So let's just say, let's just say 20. 20 is a conservative number.
Yeah.
There's 17 weeks of football.
Yep.
Plus another 3 weeks of playoffs.
Yep.
All right. Well, that's 400.
400 just in a football season.
Just in a football season.
On a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Never mind the Friday, Saturday.
Never mind the guys' weekends we do.
Right.
Never mind his just days.
Right.
He might drink 1,000 a year.
Yeah. That's fair.
He might. Because that was just Sundays of football. That doesn't even include Saturday.
Right. Correct. Yeah. So maybe I've had more. Maybe I've had closer. I'd say closer to 2,000.
But I guess the reason, honestly, it could be 1,500 because the only time you drink Bud Lights is when we have a weekend.
Right. At this point, I used to drink Bud Lights all the fucking time.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't know how it started. I truthfully don't, but somehow I was at one of Michaela's family things. I don't know if Christmas was the first one. I really don't remember.
Yeah.
And I was just like drinking out of the cooler or the fridge or I don't know where. And I was drinking Bud Light. No, it was before that because they gave me a 30 of Bud Light for Christmas. So I don't know how the fuck it started. I really don't. But like people are like, oh, you want a beer? I'm like, yeah, I'll just what do you got? I'm like, do you just have anything like fucking easy?
Yeah.
Like, I'll just take a Bud Light, whatever. So apparently that means I love Bud Light.
Yeah.
which I fucking don't.
Right.
So her cousin was like, we went over there on Sunday, and he's like, oh, come down here, I gotta show you something. I'm like, okay. Going to the basement. I'm like, never been here. Where am I going? Are we about to have a boiler room brawl?
Yeah.
And he hands me a Bud Light. I'm like, fuck, man, I don't like these that much.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll drink it. You bought them, but like, and I don't want your nerd beer. I don't want it.
Right.
But.
Right. Yeah. So that's the reason why I couldn't fall asleep last night.
That's good.
Because I was trying to do math on how many Bud Lights I drank my entire life.
That's good.
Yep.
Should have been learning a new language. You're right in the book.
So yeah, apparently now I'm a Miller Lite guy.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But realistically, I should just stick to being a bourbon guy.
That can get me in trouble when drinking for this.
Switch to cola.
You need a distance. You need a distance drink.
Yeah. No, that is true. I don't know.
Chickalobes.
Want a Bud Light? Yeah, you can drink like 70 Mick Ultras in a sitting and be like, all right, I guess I'm kind of buzzed.
That's why, like, old guys, like, you think old guys are like, oh no, they can't handle they can't handle a beer, so they get Mick Ultras. No, they have just accepted that they're gonna drink all day.
Yeah.
And unlike us idiots,
Yeah.
they want to keep their wits about them all day.
All right, well, that's gonna do it for us. We got a fucking Bruins game to watch. We've been almost an hour and a half.
Ooh.
So, thank you guys for watching on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, stay up to date on all the videos that get put out. Thank you for listening wherever you're at. Make sure you spread the word too. Keep telling everybody about the show. Get us some fucking sponsors, maybe, hopefully someday. If we get enough downloads, we're gonna get those downloads up still. And you can find us on Instagram at Sarcasm Speaks Pod. We're on Twitter at Sarcasm_Speaks. And our Facebook page is Sarcasm Speaks. So until next time, good night, everybody.